like painting on her. But here's the last thing I'll show, and we can take a look at this. I bought this. This is the SH Studio Megami Device Handset E. And if you can take a look here, it shows you all the different kinds of hand expressions that it comes with now. So it's kind of interesting. It has these two intertwined hands, right? Kind of like flexing like this, right? And there's one that's like two hands clasping. These ones look like they're more intended for like typing on a keyboard. And we've got some like peace signs and some like rock on kind of signs. Oh, you want that too? Yeah. I was kind of hoping they'd have this. I was hoping they'd have this. And I feel like it's way too obvious not to make. So this might be something that they have somewhere else. Like and these look like they're holding like a joystick. Maybe like a arcade stick or something. So yeah, let's crack this open. Let's crack this open and see. And I do have some pegs, extra pegs, because I'm actually not sure if these come with them. So these are third party. And open this bag up. This was the last one that they had at the store, by the way. They do have another pack of like extra parts, but I don't think that they were hands. There was something else. You get a little art card here. Upgrading kits for your girls. SH Studio Garage Kit. Look at that. That's kind of neat. Oh yeah, bacon. That's this. There you go. Rock on, rock on. Oh, made in China. Here's Gengar. Let's get Gengar and let's get Ritsuka in the shot here. This is Gengar is officially Ritsuka's Pokemon. There we are. So here are the hands. And yeah, they seem to be the right scale for Ritsuka here. Let's take a look. Okay, so these have a bit of flash that you'll need to clean up. So I'll have to be very careful about that. But here, let's take a look. See? That's the rock on hands. And they're pretty detailed. They look pretty nice. Yeah, but we will have to do some cleanup. And I'll have to be very careful about this and make sure that we do a good job. And there's like peace sign. Okay, let's clean up one just to kind of see. Yeah, this seems to be pressing down on a kind of like a, I don't know, like a detonator or something. Very unusual. We have two of those. And then here's the hand. Two hands clasping. This would be good for sitting down, actually. You see that? Like kind of sitting down and having her hands kind of clasped as she's sitting down. That might be good for that. Whoop! Let's see. The rock on. The left and right. Yes. That's the left hand, and that's also the left hand. This seems to be the hand for typing on a computer or something. These fingers look really delicate, but I mean that's how they look like. They're pretty much how they look like for Ritsuka here. The peace sign. Peace. Yeah, and these didn't cost that much, which is cool. But these are really neat. It's like the hands flexing. That's really cool. That's really neat. But again, there's a lot of like cleanup that needs to be done to kind of make this look really good. I wonder if these are resin or if they are if they're plastic. Actually, I can check on the website. Let's see. Trinity Hobby. we'll check. And let's actually try and clean up one just to kind of get a feel for this. Let me just type it in real quick. What's a hand that I don't mind? Here, this one I don't really see much use for, so let's clean this up. It's definitely, you know how the hands for Megami Device and stuff, they're kind of like this softer rubbery feel. These are harder plastic. It's Copper. How's it going, Copper? Imagine using those as pocket hand guides for art. Yeah, you know, just whip them out and like, shit, how do I draw a hand? I have no idea. Just quickly whip it out and get your reference on. Yeah, hands are hard to draw. Sometimes, like, obviously you can just use your own hands as reference, but, you know, it's weird, like, having to draw my own hands, because I feel like it's just so obviously my hands when they're supposed to be, like, a different character or some other scenario, and I'm just like, I just drew my own hands, it looks weird. Copper, it's going good, you passed physics on the Dean's List. Whoa, congratulations, Copper, that's awesome. Good job. Good job. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that last time, that you had a lot of studies going on. So, are you still in school in terms of, like, do you have classes still? I'm assuming you do, right? There isn't any break coming up. Or actually, it's a long weekend. Am I correct in saying that? I think it's a long weekend in America. We had a long weekend last week for Canada. It was Victoria Day. So now I'm just cleaning these up, trying to see how they look. I don't really know when I'll use this particular hand. It seems kind of weird, but we have it. Copper, I understand why some art styles just do glovey hands. I actually really love those glove hand stuff. I actually really like that. Those art styles that do that. Okay, let's get this rocking hands. Actually, no. Let's get this let's get the hands crossed here, because I think that might look pretty good for my model, because she's sitting down. Yeah, I think this is resin. Got to be careful with resin, by the way, guys. When you're sanding resin, just don't make sure not to breathe it. I'm not sanding anything right now, so I should be fine. But yeah, don't breathe in the resin particles. If this is indeed resin, I'm actually not sure. And when you're painting resin, you want to wash that stuff and make sure you clean it up pretty nice, because resin will have some kind of mold release agent, and thus your paint won't really stick to it if you just leave it as is. Yeah, let's see the crossing hands. Copper, you have summer classes starting on Wednesday. Oh no, your summer break started this week, but you got summer classes. I actually did summer classes quite a bit, quite a few times in high school. I took a couple of classes. For one thing, I failed math one time, but also at a certain point, I was like, I kind of like taking summer classes, so let's just keep on going to school in the summer. And I kind of got ahead and got some credits quicker than normal, which was kind of good. So yeah, there's some parts that I feel like I need to kind of clean up. We'll need to kind of go and clean up some of this stuff a little more thoroughly, but it's not too big of a deal. It's a little rough, looking a little rough on some parts. Goro, as you were saying all that, I was drawing turtle hands. Ninja Turtle, obviously. Everyone's saying hi. Whoa. Oh, shoot. Okay. So here's Ritsuka. She's handless. Let's see. Okay. Let's get this part out. You know what? Let's get out this, because we do have a couple of extra pegs. What do they want to call this? That we can do. Yeah, turtle hands. How do the turtle hands look? They're like 2 fingers and a thumb, right? As far as Ninja Turtles go, that is. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. And we'll need another set of these. I feel like they should come, these little kits, extra kits should come with these peg things too. I think that would be better, but they do not. They expect you to remove them from any of the hands that you currently have, or that you have extra, which I do. I do have extra, so it kind of worked out. Now these things are kind of hard to put together. They're so small, and you do have to put a bit of pressure to kind of get them situated, and it sometimes leaves my hands really kind of... Okay, there we are. Oh, there we are. We got it, guys. Now we'll just apply some pressure to make sure it's fully on. So I assume, Copper, with all the studies that you've been doing, that you haven't had an opportunity to play any games lately. Unfortunately, I know that you were playing some Hades the last time we spoke. I don't know if you've played any more of that. I haven't played any myself lately, but that is a game I'd like to come back to. There's still a lot that I need to go. There's still a lot that I need to do for that game, for sure. Bacon, it's legit terrifying. Feels like I might snap a finger or two. Yeah, these things, it's tough to put these together. And Copper, I played The Sims for 5 minutes. That technically counts. It technically counts. That's the best kind of way to count, is the technicality. Okay. Yeah, it's a little annoying to me that I need to do a lot more cleanup on these pieces, but that's okay. I understand it's a third-party thing, so, you know. So I think that the hole is possibly too small inside of this, and we will need to do some trimming, which is not a big deal. So let's do that. I'm not sure to what extent. Let's see. Because it does say for Megami Device handsets, and not necessarily for Sousai Shojo Teien. But we can trim this. I don't mind doing this, because this is an extra set, and we can just reserve these just for all the alternate hands then. if we can trim this, that should work. Steam sales starting soon, right? I think it's starting soon. There actually already is a couple of sales going on Steam, and I think I might buy Stardew Valley on Steam. I might. Is that a rock and roll hand? Yes, it is indeed. Yeah, there's two of them right here for left and right, so you can go rock on. Look at that. Isn't that great? That's pretty nice. I like that a lot. I was saying earlier that I kind of wish this set came with like one of these, because that would be pretty fun. But it does not. And I like this. These are the fingers crossed. Or a fox hand sign. Oh, it's a fox hand. It is not rock, it is fox. Oh my gosh. In what instance would they use that in a Japanese anime? Which one was I cleaning up just now? Oh, it was this. Okay. We need to... Yeah, I don't want to use a sand... Oh wait, it'll actually be fine if I use sanding... If I sand this. This is just normal plastic. It's the other stuff that we need to worry about. Just gotta trim this. What? Actually, we can just do it like this. Be a little easier if we kind of do it like this. So I wonder if you would need to do something like this for the Megami Device or the Frame Arms Girls models. I wonder if you would need to do this, or would the hands fit better for them? I have no idea, because I know there's the same scale and the same manufacturer, but it's sometimes certain pegs and parts are not cross-compatible, like the faceplates, for example, are not cross-compatible. The heads are, and they include some adapters for the right heads. It's Mary Trunks! What's up, Mary Trunks? I only know that sign because of a VTuber? Uh-oh. I remember Baby Metal would do the fox sign a lot at their shows, so it's not unbelievable for an anime character to use it. I do not know. I know of... The hand pegs are fine for Megami Device. Yeah, I know that they're fine, but I wonder if they would fit into this third-party hand. That's the question that I have. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I've heard of Baby Metal, but I've never actually listened to them. Are they any good? I have no idea. Okay, that fits pretty nicely. And I don't want to force it too much, so we'll just leave that one there, like that. Yeah, I saw Kentuan came in and made everyone aware that he was playing Elden Ring. I'll definitely come and check out some of his gameplay for sure. Wow, 7 years ago, that was the height of Baby Metal. 7 years ago, holy crap. I don't know, in my mind I was thinking it was only like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. That is crazy that they're much older. So are they like called toddler metal, or are they called like preteen metal now? Since they used to be called baby metal? Goro, technically they are very good metal, but not the right metal vibe in my book. It's fine, they do their thing. I have seen them here in Toronto and in Japan. Wow, wow. So you're quite familiar with them. That's neat. Yeah, I wouldn't have pegged you as being like a baby metal fan there, Goro. So that's interesting that you had seen a show. Oh, it's back to work for Bacon. Thanks for stopping by, Bacon. Appreciate it. And Have a good time at work, dude. I don't know if you're still around, Bacon, but I have to say that I was glad to watch your stream the other day. It was nice to just have another Bacon stream because I know you're back to work and everything, and I was thinking to myself like, man, it's kind of like it's good that you're back to work, of course, but it was fun like having almost like every night coming into Bacon stream and hanging out with Bacon, hanging out with all the guys, everyone chatting, talking, shooting the shit. And I was like, oh no, I guess those days could be over now. But I'm glad that in some form you're still able to stream. Very happy about that. And unfortunately, Bacon won't be here for the hand placement of this model. Oh, your ex was Roger that, Roger that. I should have known. Let's catch up on the chat if I've missed anything. Oh yeah, Mary Trunks right there. Talk to you later, Bacon. Looks that you're back to work these days. You know. Mary Trunks, you like that Gengar? Hell yeah. Look at that. So I got this today. And I was like, man, I just want to build something really quick. I know I've got a lot of big projects on the go. I've got to finish this guy. I've got to finish this and that. All sorts of things. But I was like, man, I want something that I can work on really quick and just kind of get done. And I just finished it like all within today's stream. It's cute. Yeah, Gengar's a cutie pie. So he's going to be the Pokemon. This will be Ritsuka's Pokemon, Gengar. So here, look. This is the cool feature for Gengar here. Goro, like the title of the last episode of TNG, all good things. Look at that. So you can change his face just like that. And take a look at this. We can have a little... I've shown this like 4 times on this stream today to everyone who has come into the stream. But look, you can have a little baby tongue. Or you can have this rather naughty looking tongue. Look at that. It's like an anime. Yeah, it's like Mr. Potato Head for anime. Look at that. This is going to be the default way I present... I was going to say Mr. Potato Head. Mr. Gengar here. Little Chook. Hey, Little Chook. How's it going? Nice to see you. How's it going? What are you up to? This amuses me to no end. Look at that. Look at that. Here. We're just gonna have him hang out here for the moment. Genghis. Alright. Now, here's the main challenge here. We have to remove Ritsuka's wrists, her current hands, which can be a little tricky. There you go, just a little twisting motion does the job. There we go. And then this one here, and then we're gonna put on the new hands that I got just today. We'll see how that works. Little Chew, good. Just settling down for the evening, loving this Gengar. Yeah, this Gengar is totally awesome. If someone mentions Gengar on this stream, I'm obligated to make it just occupy the entire frame. But I love this guy. I just bought it today, and he's just great. Look at that. I finished it super quick, and I'm thinking about what I want to do for painting this. Maybe you guys can help me with some ideas. If there's any kind of cool... Gengar. Uh-oh. Here we go. He's licking the entire frame of the screen. But yeah, I was looking at... what was it? Like shiny Pokemon? Like the shiny alternate color scheme for Gengar. And it's pretty much the same. I thought maybe he would be like some cool different color, but no, he's the same. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll... what kind of customization... why did I say that weird? Customizations that I'll do. Ooh, paint him like a Daruma doll? That would be cool. Yeah. The whole history of a Daruma, or like the nature of a Daruma, is actually really cool. I was like looking into that. How like one eye is not colored in, and one eye is colored in, and you get one when you have like a goal in mind that you want to do, right? And once you've kind of finally set out and completed your goal, you would like fill in that eye. I love that. I love that notion. It's really cool. Exactly. Yeah, that is neat. Oh, I missed a Mary Trunks here. If I was a Pokemon fan, I would get this. But you know what? I want to get this for my nephew. Send me the link where you got it. Oh, okay. Just give me a second there, Mary Trunks. I'll get that to you. In fact, you might be able to find this fellow at most hobby shops, because it's like a really popular line of model kit. But let me get that for you. So pardon me, folks, for a second while I bring that up, and I'll post that in the chat. But yeah, you might want to check your local hobby stores. How old is your nephew, by the way? Because you know, this is for ages 6 and up, just so that you know. There you go. 6 and up. I think I'm definitely old enough to build this several times over. It wasn't that hard, but at the same time, if your nephew is like too young, that might not be good. By the way, guys, did you know that it says here Gengar ectoplasma? Is that what he's called? Is that what he's called in Japan? Ectoplasma? He's 9, then he definitely, you may pass. He is permitted to build this. And I think it's a pretty decent price. I got this for like 18 bucks. And you know, it's going to take like 2-3 hours or something for him to build, depending. So yeah, it's not that bad. Here, I'll post this in the chat. Hopefully this actually works. So that's where I got it. Does your nephew build models or anything like that? Okay. While you can finish up explaining that, let's attempt to put these hands onto Ritsuka here. And these are the hands crossed pose. And they need to go in a little more. It's kind of loose, so it might look a little awkward, but just this is mostly a test to see how it'll look. And let's get this bent here. Something like that. And then her hand will be like this. Ah, pretty nice. There we go. The hands are crossed. There. And there's a little gap here because I didn't fully put it in because I want to make sure I can take it out later and not struggle and not have it stuck. But yeah, here's an example of the new model, the new alternate handset that I bought for Ritsuka. And she's holding, her hands are clasped. And it looks pretty good. I think if I push it in more, it'll look a little more realistic, but we'll just leave it as is for now. Pretty cool. So that was the SH Studio Garage Kit set. Made in China. And there's a bunch of different hands. Some of these hands are meant for like typing on the computer. These ones here. And this is the rock-on hands, or fox hands, I suppose. I was told that these are more like the fox kind of hand. Kind of cool. And there's like peace, very typical anime kind of hand pose. And yeah, a couple of other ones, pretty cool. So specific, yeah. So these are the alternate handsets. I kind of got them because they were so weirdly specific, right? The normal handset are like just like kind of like a hand for gripping swords or a hand for gripping her cell phone. Pretty more like typical standard hands. So I thought it was kind of fun to pick up this just to have some weird different kinds of options. Let's put these back in the bag, and I have to clean these up. I'll have to clean up the molding on them and all of that stuff in due time. I will do that. Yeah, it's really specific though. Let's put this back here. Is this gonna fit? Come on. Mary Trunks, he doesn't build regularly, but if I gave him a puzzle or a building set, he would try to build it. Loved him to get a Pikachu. Yeah, there is a Pikachu, I'm pretty sure. And I think they're all a pretty good price. They're not gonna like break the bank for any of them. So yeah, look into that. There's a Magikarp, believe it or not. There's a big ass Magikarp kit. You can watch a review for it. It's so big. And I was like, why did they make such a gigantic model for... Oh yeah, this is the bag that it came in. Pretty standard stuff. Why did they make such a gigantic model for like a lame Pokemon like Magikarp? I don't know. Would the Gengar tongue fit on the handhole? I noticed that it has a peg. The Gengar tongue fit in the handhold. Does it have a peg? Yeah, so this peg here is far too big, unfortunately. But yeah, I could have the do you mean to have like the hand sticking out of the peg? It doesn't quite work. If that's what you meant, unless I'm misunderstanding something here. I'll definitely do a review of Gengar another time once I can kind of put them together and kind of clean up more parts and paint some of these teeth and all of that. Mary Trunks, what about Gyarados? You know what? I think there might be a Gyarados. However, the Gyarados is small. I think it's smaller. It's the biggest is weirdly enough that Magikarp. I have no idea why. But yeah, I think there might be a Gyarados. Goro, am I gonna see Obi-Wan? Yeah, I actually saw the first 2 episodes. It was okay. It was okay. Better than frickin' what's his name? Boba Fett. Get another model, use the second tongue, and make both his arms tongues? Make both his... Oh, you mean like this? Oh, I couldn't quite do that. I don't think I could do that. Can I? It is like Mr. Potato Head, though. You can kind of put stuff where they don't belong. Yeah, but no, that doesn't work. There you go. Back to regular old Gengar. Gotta display the Magikarp proudly, for sure. It was hype seeing you-know-who at the end, but you don't want to spoil. Yeah. No need to spoil, but it is somewhat obvious, like, judging by trailers, who's going to appear in the show. But it was good. It was good. I think that we're on the right track with Obi-Wan. It was actually going to be a TV show. My understanding is that it was going to be a TV show at first. Oh, sorry, a movie. A movie at first. But because of the flop of Solo, how Solo bombed, and and the success of Mandalorian, I think that they must have thought, you know what, let's just make it a TV show. Oh, Copper, what are you doing? Voldemort. You can't spoil those kind of things. Spoilers, oh my god. Goro, I always wanted his arc to go better before, but no. But now I feel like some aspects of it might be done justice. Yeah, so I was talking about this with Night Trap before, but here, let's look at Gengar while we can chat about this. When you see Obi-Wan at the start of A New Hope, which was the very first Star Wars movie, right? He has no, there's nothing in his acting, there's nothing in his writing that represents any kind of remorse for what he had done and for what had happened between him and Anakin in the prequels, right? And it makes sense because George Lucas hadn't written any of that stuff. He was basically just he was kind of making up a bit of that stuff as he was going along, right? Now, that's what this Obi-Wan series affords a really nice opportunity now for the writers to kind of make something of that, to bridge those movies together and have some sort of moment or have some kind of aspect of Obi-Wan where he's reflecting and he's even haunted to some extent. And again, this isn't really too big of a spoiler, really. It's just sort of the direction of the show and the themes that we're going to be exploring, right? Rather than anything specific. I want to talk about the themes. It's just this idea of Obi-Wan having some sort of feelings of regret and remorse and reflecting on all the things that had happened between him and Anakin. Because there's none of that, obviously, in A New Hope. When you see him and he's an old man and he's just talking about all sorts of stuff, and he even mentions Anakin, right? But you don't get any sense in the acting or the dialogue that he's, as I said, he's reflecting on any of that. So it's that, for that alone, that's really neat that we can get into that kind of stuff. Okay. Well. I think it's time that I take a little break, guys,